Good day, everybody. We are live in the middle of the road in Sofia, Bulgaria. Hi. This is the capital of Bulgaria, and I'm using a selfie stick. Let's try this out. I just bought it, actually. This is the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, which is one of the I guess you could say icons of the city of Sofia. It's very beautiful. Let's look at it from a better angle. Oh wait, turn around. Has anyone ever seen a photo of this before? It's really pretty. So I just finished the free walking tour here in Sofia, and let's cross the street. Oh God, multitasking. I actually think that a free walking tour is a really good way to get to know a new city. Typically they have them every single day, rain or shine, or tsunami, she said. They will have it, whether there's an earthquake or a tsunami or whoa, or whatever. Watch out, it's very cold, very snowy, and I'm walking on a cobblestone street, an uneven street. So yeah, I do recommend these free walking tours. You definitely learn a lot, and it gives you a good overview, a good lay of the land. But it is 0 degrees Celsius out here, so it's been a very cold 2.5 hours. But I learned a lot about Sofia, so I wanted to share some of the facts that I learned with you guys, so that you can decide if you want to visit it, or even stay here and live here for a little while. And also some of the things that I've just noticed from traveling here. So first, let's walk through here. This is like a little market that we are at. So these are a lot of like religious pictures, but actually Bulgaria is not a very religious country. It looks like, actually this place is here every day. Every day that I've ever walked by, I've seen it. But it's a little bit touristy. I'll try not to make it very shaky. Let's see how this selfie stick works. But anyway, so Sofia is actually, so it's the capital of Bulgaria. We're in Eastern Europe, and it is one of the oldest European cities. It's actually over 6,000 years old. And even though I'm walking from a church and walking through a lot of paintings representing religion, Bulgaria is not a very religious country because, well, the tour guide told us it's because of communism, because it was a communist country for the past, or well, not the past 40 years, but for about 40 years. No, thank you. They basically got out of the habit of going to church. So it's it's an interesting country, or Sofia is an interesting place. It actually has a square with 4 religions represented, actually 5, Russian Orthodox, Greek Orthodox, there's a mosque, there is a synagogue, and there is a Catholic church, all basically in one square. So I think that was pretty interesting. That's something that you don't see every day. Also, I've noticed that Sofia doesn't have one of those typical like old town squares that you see in a lot of European cities. It's actually built in layers instead of built around one old town, which you'll see in like Prague and Tallinn and basically everywhere. So you can see ruins from as far back as like the 4th century AD that are in the subway because it's built in layers. So you can see everything from the 21st century down to the 4th century all in one go. Let's see, what else could I tell you about Sofia? We learned really quite a bit. We saw some of the original bathhouses. They have a hot spring in the middle of the city where you can fill up bottles of water, and it's just like hot water, like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, flowing 24/7. So we got to see a lot of people there filling up bottles of water for their house, I guess, and you can drink it. So I actually tried some. So Sofia has gone through a lot of different iterations over the years because it is a very important trading center, and it's located very strategically. Well, it's between the east and the west. Bulgaria borders Istanbul, Romania, Serbia, Macedonia. So this area has been always a hotbed for different empires and wars and invasions. So it's been a part of the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire, the Ottoman Empire, and so that is why you see such a reflection of so many different cultures all in the city. But it's actually it's the only European capital city that is not on a body of water. So it's not on a river, it's not on a port. But what they do have is Vitosha Mountain. So you can actually go skiing and snowboarding about 30 minutes from here. So, oh man, it is really cold out here. So I haven't gone there. Tomorrow I'm going to Bansko, which is 2 hours away, but that's pretty cool. I could actually see it from here, but I don't think it will show up in the live stream because I'm just on my cell phone and there's a tree blocking it. But it's kind of cool to just see this mountain like towering in the background of the city. So right now I'm going to go to Vitosha, which is one of like the central walking cities, to go get some, I guess, lunch or dinner since I haven't eaten anything all day. But I do like Sofia. It has a really nice blend of different cultures, very laid back. As the tour guide was saying on the free walking tour, there are no rules in Bulgaria, so you kind of make your own rules. And it has an interesting combination of like just different things. Even the presidential palace has a hotel and a casino inside, which is something that I haven't seen anywhere else in the world, to be honest. There's really good food in Bulgaria. It's very fresh, and they have a lot of seasonal produce, and they have 4 distinct seasons, so you can always get like fresh local food from that time of year. And that's something that growing up in the US, we're used to having things available all the time, 24/7, whether they're in season or out of season. So it's really refreshing to be in a place that kind of is in the rhythm with nature, so to speak. So distinct winter, spring, summer, fall, and I'm definitely feeling the winter vibes right now. Last night I went to a cocktail bar with some friends, and it was so cool, so like hip, trendy, and I had a drink with turmeric, lemon, honey, ginger, bee pollen, and vodka, and it was very fancy. But of course, we're in Bulgaria, so everything's cheap, and it only cost probably about €5, which would cost probably $20 in the US. And I've also noticed that Bulgaria has some amazing bartenders, actually. Like, everybody is really good at bartending. It's like stuff that you would really only see in the speakeasy in the US. You can find it in a lot of different bars here. What else? Oh, Bulgaria is also known for their meatballs. So yesterday we went to a meatball restaurant where they had like pork, veal, vegan, all different types of meatballs. Some of the other like common foods here are banitsa, which is a pastry filled with cheese, yogurt. Bulgaria has their own type of bacteria, so they have apparently some of the tastiest yogurt in the world. And their cucumbers, tomatoes, and cheese are also really good. They don't have any national desserts, which I'm very disappointed about, but they do have a lot of Turkish desserts, so, you know, Turkish delights and baklava, can't be mad about that. And then, of course, they have really good meat here, so lots of grilled meat, lots of sausage, and meatballs. Let's see, what else? So yeah, right now I'm in the center. It's really safe here. It's cheap, it's safe. They have a yellow brick road. Can I turn this around? There's the yellow brick road of Sofia. This road is built with bricks from Hungary. I didn't know that. But yeah, it's a good place to base yourself for a while because there's a lot to do. It's very affordable. The internet is really fast. There's quite a few co-working spaces, and it's just a nice modern lifestyle. You've got bars, restaurants, clubs. It seems like a really family-friendly environment. And Sofia is, well, Bulgaria is huge, but Sofia is close to a lot of different countries, so you can pop over to Serbia or Romania, even Greece and Turkey. So you're always within like striking distance of a few other countries, and it's just very diverse. I really like it. So I'm gonna go check out some of the diverse local food, maybe a coffee or a hot chocolate to warm myself up. But yeah, I've got some Bulgaria videos on the way that I filmed a few months ago when it was much warmer. So keep an eye out for those. And if there's anything that you want to know about Sofia or Bulgaria or Bansko, which is where I'm headed tomorrow in the mountains, then just let me know. And goodbye from this frozen tundra of downtown Sofia.